So what do we know from the upcoming update? We didn't even have the first dev blog, but we already can talk about a lot of things that have been confirmed, vehicles, mechanics, and everything. So I'm gonna add to this video all of the information we have so far for the update, before the leaks, before the dev blogs, before everything. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna divide into three parts here. We're gonna talk about when, we're gonna talk about the confirmed stuff, and then the leaks that we shall probably expect. Okay, so the first thing is when. When is the update coming? Well, normally it would be around mid-May that we normally see the first dev blogs, right? And yesterday we had community update, right, that I did even a video about. And then they say that the dev blog season will be beginning in the upcoming weeks. So be sure to check everything we got lined up there. So basically he's confirming that in the upcoming updates weeks we will see the first dev blog. So if the first dev blogs are coming in 2 weeks, more or less, mid-May, you should probably expect the update to come early June. Okay, I would assume, early June, mid-June max, something along those lines. It is normally what it happens, and they confirming that it will be coming in the upcoming weeks. The dev blogs, it is just another confirmation of that. Okay, then the vehicles themselves. What is confirmed? Not just the vehicles, but the everything that is confirmed to come to the next update. We start off slow with the addition that weren't added to the actual game with the BR changes. For example, the T55 AMD and T62M are changing places in the tech tree, right? This wasn't added yet on the actual game, but it was confirmed that it is coming on the BR changes, right? So you can expect all of those changes that were mentioned there to come in the next major update. Okay, another thing is the addition of more powerful ships. They are saying that we will see more powerful ships. They say it's basically bigger, superior, iconic ships, which means probably flagships of their respective navies from World War II, I would assume, right? So stuff like maybe the Bismarck, vehicles like that will probably be added, or a similar-ish vehicle to that. Okay, we don't know exactly, of course, but we probably will see something like that being added. Maybe I'm completely wrong, that it's not a 100% confirmation, but it is going to be flagships because we have everything else in the game. We already have all the other types of ships, so not gonna waste too much time talking about this, but probably we will see stuff like that, right? Then they confirm that there will be a new cool helicopter for the US. What that helicopter might be, well, we can join up with a leak. This confirmation that a helicopter is coming together with a leak. They leaked that the YH-56A Cheyenne might come, which is a very, very odd helicopter. It is actually a pretty old helicopter. It is a helicopter that the objective was to actually make a helicopter as fast as possible, so in the terms of speed. So it could actually take, 400 kilometers per hour of speed, something like that. So it is very, very fast. And the design is a lot different than anything else you ever saw, right? It has basically an enlarged fuselage, and also with that, it has like a back, propeller. So it's a very, very weird helicopter, but very cool. 10 of them were produced, and it was leaked that this thing would actually be a event vehicle. So pretty interesting, right? It was a vehicle that could actually take the grenade launchers, the 30mm miniguns, stuff like that, rockets, and the tow launcher. So it will be 100% useful in the US. It was manufactured in the late 60s, man. So it's a very old helicopter. So it's funny that they made a helicopter in the 60s that could get up almost to 400 kilometers per hour, right? So this is probably the one that they are talking about here, okay? Also, another thing that is confirmed, a jet for Japan, right? A jet for Japan, I mean, it might be, I don't know, something obscure that nobody ever, talks about, but I have a feeling, obviously, I already mentioned it too many times this, and yeah, not gonna waste too much time here, but probably it is the Mitsubishi F2, okay? Remember, what is the Mitsubishi F2? Well, it is their own design or their own take on an F-16, right? It is based off of the F-16 Agile Falcon program, so it turns a little bit more, it has a little bit more wing area. Still will be very similar to the F-16C, in the engine and everything. The major thing here is that it uses an ESA radar, uses Japanese weapons, etc. Right? So it will probably be the 14.0 the Japanese have been waiting for. Okay, and that was leaked as well a while back. So I would assume that yes, the F2 will be coming this update. And then another confirmation that AA systems, advanced AA systems are going to come to War Thunder, right? This was leaked, confirmed a while back, and now they teased us with two of the models that we're gonna see. This is the first one. Apparently, this is the Iris-T SLS, right? Or basically, it's a surface-launched, Iris-T. So what is the Iris-T? Well, it is going to be, in this case, just a normal vehicle. Okay, nothing too fancy, just a normal, lightly armored vehicle, but then carrying the Iris-T, which will be, depends on what the AA systems that they add will be like, but the best IR missile in the game, right? This will be a missile that can turn an enormous amount. It will be the most advanced IR missile we will see for a very long time, or ever, for a majority of the nations, and it is being added as a ground vehicle right now. Even my country, Brazil, uses the Iris-T on the Gripen E, so it's the most modern, missile that a lot of these nations that we have in the game use in aircraft. But in this case, it would be a launcher for Sweden, and it would be able to, it's hard to say how much it would actually turn and everything. I would assume it's close to 50 Gs or even more. It's going to be very fast, of course, because it's launched from the ground. It is going to have a very low range, maximum it's like 12 kilometers, maybe a little bit less, probably less. It would be around half of that normally, I would say, because you are launching it from the ground at a zero speed, so it's very problematic but on that regard, but compared to an air launch, right? But it's still one of the best missiles ever made in the terms of IR missiles, right? So yeah, Sweden getting something like that. Of course, it's not only Sweden that can get something like that, of course. There are other variants that use this type of thing, but we don't know, who is getting. We know that this version, it is a Swedish one, okay? So we need to wait to see if the Germans would receive one, whatever, but at the end of the day, the Swedish will probably receive this. And then they posted another picture, which is this thing, the Type 60 625E, which is pretty much a Chinese, very advanced AA system, right? It would have a very powerful gun in the middle, and also very powerful missiles as well. So it is a pretty interesting design, of course, low armored. It can have a 25mm or a 30mm rotary gun. It's close to, the 30mm is close to the AK-630 naval gun from the Soviets, for the Russians, right? So it's a very, very powerful, AAA kind of situation, and the missile is a very, very good 17-kilometer range missile that it has command guidance and IR, and yeah, it's a very, very good missile. So it will be another AA system for the Chinese, probably close to top tier, I would assume, or even top tier. We don't know how good it would be compared to the Thors, but yeah, more AA systems for at least two nations on the next update. Some other minor vehicles that they confirmed is a new top tier French premium tank, the Leopard 2A4NL will come, and a prototype variant of the Leclerc will come as well. So yeah, very cool. They will add map updates as well. The Berlin and Cuban map will get updates. The Falkland maps will probably be added. And also some other VFX will be added, like a new afterburning system or graphic design, whatever, and also a fuel dumping method mechanic, whatever you want to call it, that would make you be able to dump fuel and burn it if you want to, creating, you know, all sorts of gameplay functionalities with that, with IR missiles, right? So these are the confirmed stuff, okay? So some vehicles, some mechanics, some maps, stuff like that. But then we have to talk about the leaks, because we are going to have probably another leak coming up very soon, especially, you know, together with the dev blogs. And what are those in the leaks that we talked already about that could actually be added? Well, one of the things was the Cheyenne helicopter, for example, that was leaked. The Mitsubishi F2, stuff like that was already leaked. The seed mission, stuff like that was already leaked. So we were kind of expecting, but yeah, some things are just getting confirmed by now, so it's pretty cool. Other things include the F-18E, which I really doubt that we will see in the game right now in the next update, but it was leaked, so we might as well get it in this year, probably in the next couple of updates, probably, or something like that. And also some other interesting things. Remember when they actually leaked that the strategic bombing mode is being tested and strategic bombers are being worked on in a way to be added to the game? What I think this leak means is that they confirmed that the seed mission is gonna be back, right? Tomorrow we will see the seed mission returning, and in that post they say that they are going to also introduce for World War mode not only a seed mission but some form of aerial warfare mission to be focused on aircraft, right? What I think that is the addition of strategic bombing missions, right? So we'll have B-52s, Tu-95s, or something like that for us to protect or attack, and objectives on the ground, stuff like that. Maybe a more advanced and complex arena as well of the battlefield, with those strategic bombers being a part of, okay? So that's what I think the strategic bombing missions are going to be added with this aerial warfare kind of situation, right? Also, another thing that they leaked is that multi-vehicle SAMs starting to be worked on, and HARMs, or basically anti-radiation missiles, are being worked on as well. So all of these things we shall see not only in the next update very soon, but in the upcoming updates and months very soon after, okay? But basically this is it. This is everything we know so far from the update. Once we get more information, of course, I will be returning to show to you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see ya.